This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
So we should talk about the whole Pondwater Dave thing.
Yeah, we need to. Just real quick though, Dennis Condrey said brother and Jack.
Well, you know, he's a hell of a hand. I mean, he knows the lucha style, he knows the Japanese strong style. Of course, he can do Southern wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can do it all,
Yeah.
brother Jack Daddy.
Okay.
Would you rather be a brother daddy or a Jack Daddy? Like if you had to pick two, or you know what I mean? Like there's multiple combinations.
To me, Jack Daddy, to me, that's real Southern.
I like Jack Daddy.
Yeah.
Brother Daddy seems Southern too.
Well, I guess we were a Southern promotion, weren't we?
Jack Brother sounds like it's a subset on Pornhub. This is the Jack Brother section. Anyway, Pondwater Dave is awfully embarrassed.
He should be.
He feels like he's never drinking again. He's shared with the group, I'll never drink again.
Uh-huh.
And it's because, let's run through his crimes, okay?
Okay, all right.
He drove a long way. He flew a long way.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long travel day.
Mm-hmm.
He had some drinks. He went to bed.
Okay.
He woke up the next morning, helped us get set up all day.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's hanging out, people are trying to buy him shots and he wants to reciprocate and he buys them shots. And before you know it, he maybe has had a few too many.
Mm.
So he gets to hang out with some of his favorite friends and meet some of his favorite wrestlers again and have conversations with them. But then after a long day of helping and drinking and celebrating and enjoying himself, and now remember, he gets up early every morning for work.
Mm-hmm.
He petered out somewhere around 1 a.m., which really is understandable.
Yeah.
You know, at his advanced age, when you're used to getting up at 4 a.m. and you're sleepy at 1 a.m.,
And let me interrupt you and say his size has something to do with it as well, because he's a little guy.
He is not a large human.
Right.
But here's his crimes. When Jeff Jones introduced himself to everyone but him, and Jeff Jones once before had said some mean things about Pondwater.
Oh, really?
Pondwater said, "Oh, are you not saying hello to me because insert mean things?" So he stood up for himself to a bully, known bully, Jeff Jones.
Known bully.
And then when the Atlas security guy said, "Man, can we get something to eat?" He ordered them all cheeseburgers. All of our security guys ate on Pondwater's dime because he was like, "Oh, I'll do that right now." And then when he got sleepy, he went and sat down, cocked his head to the side, and took a little cat nap. Those were his crimes.
And he did something that I don't think many others were able to do during Rebels karaoke party. And that was get his picture with Orange Cassidy.
And the Dark Order. I mean, it really became a meme and it was tremendous. But my favorite thing actually happened in the backstage area, and I don't believe you were out there for it.
Okay.
I think you were running around somewhere drunk too. No, that was Saturday when you were shithoused.
Don't drink early, guys.
Jeff Jarrett shows up, starts doing his stack of autographs, as you recall, whole stack of them.
Yep.
And it's just me and Jeff sitting at the table, and Jeff's just sliding these things out of the way, knocking them out. Bam, bam, bam. Deep thought, if you will. And the Kansas Jayhawks just pick up the win here. Now this is going to be something where we have to tag you in here, Tony.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say a couple of things here. First of all, I'm not Russian. You should know that. I don't even look like a fucking Russian. Well, maybe I do. Not sure. But one thing that I do know is that I'm bigger. I'm bigger than Adam Cole, which most people are. Never say anything about Tony Schiavone being a nerd again. Well, we know he's a nerd. We know he likes Star Wars. We know he likes, what's that you like? He likes that Superman with the big S on his chest. And that Batman guy with the rodent on his chest. And he even watches, here's how stupid he is, this Schiavone guy. Yeah, I know he's standing to my left. This is how stupid he is. Pondwater Dave, before he passed out, suggested that he watch Titans on HBO Max. And the dumb son of a bitch spent most of the weekend watching Titans. Listen, a drunk guy who couldn't even stand on his own 2 feet, who passed out at the best part of Rebels karaoke, told Schiavone, watch Titans, and he took the advice of a fucking Weekend at Bernie's drunk. Shatoata, Uncle Ivan. And when he passed out, I said a prayer over him, and I told, what's he, Super Dave? No, Pondwater Dave, see this belt right here? The next time you pass out, I'm going to take this belt and stick it up your ass. Shatoata. That's what we do in the Russia. So Pondwater Dave, I want you to stay awake from now on. And by the way, if you have any other nerdy show you want, we're not going to watch it. Nobody's going to watch it. Who would watch it? Who would even hang out with Pondwater Dave? Oh, well, I do understand. Yeah, many did a lap dance on him. I understand. Yeah, that's what I understand as well. That drunk fucker, let's go to the ring.
So the Pondwater story continues.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take a look and see if we've got an interview on the other side of this, because I bet we do.
Well,
how about it? Instead, it's Ron Garvin and Dick Murdoch taking on the Mulkey brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff Jarrett is about autograph number 70.
Mm-hmm.
When literally Pondwater walks over, pulls a seat out and sits down, and this is what he says. Hey, Jeff, you remember when you wrestled Tully Blanchard in October of 2005 in Tampa? Les Thatcher said he blowed you up. And when that happens, Jeff Jarrett goes from signing. Here's what Jeff does. And then he looks to me. And I looked at Jeff and then looked to the left. And there's David Crockett in the green room going, like, this is what I've been dealing with. Because Pondwater was several tequilas deep. He didn't realize how socially awkward that interaction was. Here's a pro tip. If you ever happen to meet a wrestler in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Mr. Jarrett. Dave Miller, Utica, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of yours my whole life. Great to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I ask a question while you sign your stack of autographs there?
Right.
And he'd say, oh, sure, Dave, fire away. But instead, hey, you remember in October of 2005 in Tampa when you wrestled Tully Blanchard? Did he wrestle you any different? Because Les Thatcher said he blowed you up. Literally the next morning when this meme is getting passed around of Weekend at Bernie's Dave.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer Pondwater Dave. He's Weekend at Bernie's Dave.
Mm-hmm.
He's slumped. And there's Orange Cassidy posed right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff Jarrett sends me that photo and says, looks like old Tully blew up Pondwater, huh? Tremendous.
Oh, that's why these things are just so wonderful.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.